Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Well, it was the Charlotte Hornets in their last game, losing to the Celtics in Boston.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your
Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Now the starting group for Orlando. We've got Gordon. Horford is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Mills in at the point. Now here's Knight. The kick out to Aldridge. Here's Jordan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Mills dishes to Horford. Outside Knight. Aldridge a screen. Right side, Knight. To the wing right side. And Lamb with the basket on the assist by Knight.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range. And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard ones and twos, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
6 on the shot clock, picked by Horford. Fires from deep. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
You got to be careful, though. There's a real balancing act. You can't let your ego try to run your offense. You can see he really wanted to answer that made three with one of his own. Not the best decision.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Knight. There's a screen. Now here's Gordon. Defense right on him. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for Gordon. Greg was talking about Brandon Knight. He'd really improved his shooting percentages before the midseason trade last year, and that was one of the bigger weaknesses, Clark, earlier in his career.
Yeah, and not only was his shot going down more, it looked better. It was better mechanically. But now, to take the next step, he has to cut down the turnovers.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
And he sinks the second.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Mills. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now, here is Knight. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Celtics in Boston.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
Mills can't hit.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
LeBron with some nice D.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Now here's Gordon, following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Gordon kicks to James. Shoots from the baseline. The shot is off, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotaged them. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Orlando called for the foul. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting, his rebounding. As we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
The Magic making a switch here. Fry's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
And guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
Now here's James. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Knight with it. Aldridge a screen. It's Knight with the drive. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Gordon kicks to James. Picked by Horford. Here's Mills. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, a bit ago, Steve Clifford and I were able to chat. One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin, we'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
LeBron passes to Mills. Back to James. Uncovered. Kept alive.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Got a hand on it. And here's Mills. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Horford, no luck. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Now Mills, after Jeremy Lamb's three-pointer that didn't go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, Al Horford really has become one of those elite two-way big men. And that's very rare. You look at most bigs in the NBA, they excel at either one end or the other, but this is one of those guys that does it all.
And Horford at 6'10", a natural power forward who's been pressed into duty at the center spot, but he holds his own on the low block.
He also does a really good job, Kevin, moving his feet and covering in space, covering the pick and roll. He's outstanding in that regard, which is important in today's game. He's got mobility and a high IQ.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Aldridge. Robert Covington comes in for Warren. And Roten subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. That one misses.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The drive by James inside, drive. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. Now, he's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an...
Quick look now at some big men that have been rock solid over the past 10 games. The top shooting centers and power forwards in the NBA. DeAndre Jordan, number 1.
He is an unyielding presence in the low post. I mean, he gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get that great position down low. And when he does, boy, he is impossible to move.
Well, his adaptability is a terrific attribute to have. I mean, he plays his game based on the look the defense gives him. And he's prepared to try anything and do anything in order to get the high percentage shot that he wants.
Here's Galloway. There's the pick. Off the screen. They get it back.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The pass to Bullock. To the right side. Jordan against Okafor. On target from 13 feet. Okafor's got his first. Roten. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Covington's shot is off. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Galloway. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Roten kicks to Allen. Covington dishes to Jordan. Kicks it out to Allen. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Feeds it to Knight. Just 4 to shoot. The high post shot. Rebound by the Magic.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pick by Okafor. Galloway kicks to Okafor. The jump hook, and Orlando again with the bucket. And the Hornets shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game.
All right, Charlotte. check out the numbers for Jordan. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in shooting percentage, 7th in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never.
Down low and stolen by Fry. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Magic lead by 2.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Here's Covington looking for his first basket still in this one. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Roten. Shot to stop the drought. Bullock with the rebound.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
To the middle, out left to the wing. Here's Galloway. Takes a shot at the elbow. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now, here's Roten. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Takes the 13-footer, and that's good for 2. And now a 4-point Orlando lead.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
There's the pick. And here's Covington from the arc. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Pass to Galloway. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Inside, it's deflected. Left side, Knight. And no good trying to get that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Magic up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility that comes with that role. Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does that do to LaMarcus Aldridge's game?
And you know, Kevin, that's what's going to be so interesting to find out. Now, some players, you know, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. And others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
Tony Snell is out there with Warren. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Roten in at the point. So that's the Hornets 5. Now, here's Warren. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Roten kicks to Warren. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Well, T.J. Warren had a very interesting start to his NBA career. Spent most of the first half in the D-League. In the second half, Clark, he finally got some minutes and really provided a spark.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't have great range on his jumper right now, and he's not an elite ball handler, but he's one of the best cutters in the game. Moves well without the ball, so I think his future is bright nonetheless.
Now here's Gordon. 9 points last game out.
And talking about TJ, guys, he put up a few interesting numbers towards the end of last season. Shot 64% from the field in March. Had 18 points in one game, 17 in another. The last game of the year, he chips in with 6 assists. So now it's up to him to put it all together on a more consistent basis.
The Magic shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night, and he makes the first.
And, you know, getting back to TJ, yes, he needs to improve his shooting range, but what I'd like to see are major improvements on defense. I mean, he shows active hands when he's near the ball, but he can also be a bit lazy as a defender and gambles and reaches too much. That won't get it done at this level.
All free throws good from Eric Gordon.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
The dish to Snell. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Warren sets the pick for Lamb. Clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And the wide open shot from Warren takes a big high bounce and goes in. Warren's got his second basket of the game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Now here's LeBron. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Aldridge left side. Off target with the open look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Mills kicks to LeBron. The rebound by Roten.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
It's rebounded by Charlotte. Lamb's got his third rebound tonight. He kicks it to Roten. Pass to Snell. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Snell's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question, Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
Let's get a check on some of the leaders from around the league with this list of the top assist men at small forward since we've emerged from the All-Star break. LeBron James, #1.
Well, you hear the term point forward thrown around about some players, maybe a little too loosely. But when it comes to him, I truly believe it applies.
Absolutely. I mean, they want him touching the ball every time down, making sure the offense flows through him. He's going to make decisions that are good for his team out there, and those assist numbers prove that.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 6. The 3 from Mills. It's hauled in by Warren.
And on the topic of Lamb, he really has everything he needs to succeed. Great length and athleticism. Was an excellent all-around jump shooter in college. For some reason, his game just hasn't translated to the NBA level yet. But I think if he can improve his motor, he's going to have an opportunity to be an impact player for a long time.
Here's Warren after Eric Gordon's bucket. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. There's a screen. Snell from outside. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Kicks it to Warren. Here's Snell, covered by LeBron. Now, here's Roten. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Now, Gordon. Back to James. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Guys, what a nice surprise Tony Roten was last season, especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Roten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
And for Roten last season, he even took on more of a scorer's mentality. Went up in points, went down in field goal percentage, but like a boxer, he gets a little extra credit for pushing the action.
B-Train's checked in for the Magic. On defense, Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Dishes to Mills. 6 on the shot clock. No luck, and it's the Hornets taking it the other way.
And, you know, talking about Roten, I think the next step in his development is to produce at the same level, but with greater efficiency. Too often, his highlight reel passes led to turnovers. He would gamble defensively, too. That's, to me, just a young player growing up on the job.
Offensive rebound, and the shot is good. Roten's got his second bucket.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Horford. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Snell. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Snell's got 7.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Picked by Horford. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from B-Train.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Snell. 7 points in the game. Here's Warren. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Fires from the wing. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Gordon's got it all tied up now for Orlando.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team. There was one thing he stressed above everything else, and that was getting the ball into the low post. That is where their points can and should be coming from in his mind. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris. Passes it to the machine. And stolen by Knight. Outside Jordan. Aldridge down low. James covering. It's Knight with the drive. Steps back and fires. They get the rebound. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Picked by Okafor. Houdini passes to Okafor. Fires the three. And James with the basket on the assist by Okafor. LeBron's got 5 now. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Roten. Here's Aldridge. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. LeBron with it. He has 5. And there's the pass to B-Train. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists now tonight. Charlotte trailing. And here is Roten. Aldridge a screen. Roten kicks to Aldridge. Tries from 10, and there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Allen's checked in for Charlotte. Robert Covington comes in for T.J. Warren. Orlando also making some changes. Fry comes in for James. And it's Reggie Bullock in for B-Train. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Houdini passes to Okafor. They set the screen. The feed now to Bullock. Pass to Houdini. Good ball movement here by the Magic. 6 on the shot clock. Almost, but it rolls out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Cannot hit. And Orlando the other way now. The machine passes to Okafor. Here's Fry, and Jordan sends it back. Now, here is Knight, guarded by Fry. Covington in the corner. Jordan high post. Outside Knight. A floater. Here's Allen. Off with the layup. Orlando trailing here. Here's Bullock. Pass to Houdini. Feeds it to Bullock. Now the pass to Houdini. He dishes it to Bullock. To the middle. Here's Fry. And the shot is long.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
There's the dish to Roten. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got his 4th assist in this one.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Here's Houdini. There's a screen. The machine passes to Fry. Out to the right wing. Here's the machine. He's guarded by Knight. Okafor kicks to Bullock. They need this one. That's good.
They are absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Now, here is Knight. He has 6. 1:35 left to play in the first half. Knight on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract. in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Pass to Bullock. Here's Houdini. He feeds it to Bullock. Okafor, the pass to Houdini. And stolen by Jordan. Outside Knight. He kicks it to Covington. Jordan the screen. Here's Knight. Again, the miss by Knight. Well, talking about Channing Frye last year, the three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing him back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And he gets it to go. Houdini's got his first points in this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
A nice shot by Knight.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Hornets lead by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Brandon, obviously a good first half for you. Was it a specific goal of yours to come out and help invigorate your teammates with your energy?
Oh, yeah, just trying to be aggressive, but at the end of the day, just trying to make sure we're continuously improving as a team, making sure that, we're making strides to get better.
Thank you for your time, Brandon. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They had a nice burst of energy once they got to the second quarter and ended the half holding on to a 4-point lead. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, they're playing some unselfish basketball here tonight, Ernie. Guys aren't trying to take the defense 1-on-5. They're moving the basketball and finding the open man. And then, of course, the open man is finishing. So no problem here tonight.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
One thing I really like is their pace, nice and quick. A lot of their buckets came in transition. When they saw opportunity, they took it. It's so important for a team to be able to dictate the pace of the game, and we saw them do exactly that. They should stick with that because it's working. Keep up that transition game.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The Magic trail by 4. And so in the game for the Magic, Bill's out there with Gordon. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Horford in its center. And he gets it to go.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Knight dishes to Lamb. Jordan kicks to Knight. Charlotte moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Aldridge. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. In third, the Hornets.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Gordon. Kicks to Mills. The 3. Kept alive from outside the arc. Here's Horford. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Knight kicks to Warren. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
TJ Warren.
That free throw good from Warren. The Magic trail by 7. LeBron outside. Launches a 3. Hornets with the rebound.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Lamb passes to Knight. Dishes it to Lamb. Jordan sets the pick for Lamb. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Magic ball.
The Magic trail by 7. Here's James. He has 5. Picked by Horford. LeBron drives in. Teletovic dishes to Mills. 6 on the shot clock. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Mills has got 6 points. Charlotte leading by 5. Outside Knight. And Lamb kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here is Knight. He's got 12. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
the numbers here for Brandon Knight. He's really producing here second half of the season. He's averaging 15 points a game, 8 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Takes it from 10. Aldridge, no luck. The Magic trail by 3.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
Count that one.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Now here's Mills. He's got 6. The feed to Teletovic. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Gordon penetrating. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. Lamb passes to Knight. Jordan the screen. Knight kicks to Aldridge. Back to Knight. Charlotte moving the ball around. No good from Lamb.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Mills with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Horford with the screen on Aldridge. James dishes to Horford. Picked by Horford. Gordon goes in, tries from 16, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. Warren's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Picked by Horford. Outside Gordon. Here's the teardrop. Misses from short range.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Jordan the screen. It's Knight with the drive. Baseline try. Mills with the rebound. Mills has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Teletovic now top of the key. And there's the 3-second violation.
We've got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. 1st in fewest turnovers a game. 3rd in fast break points. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Johnny Snell's checked in for T.J. Warren. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big. And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
Here's Lamb after Eric Gordon's bucket. Knight on the wing, 12 points for him. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Fry. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Gordon goes in. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Now here's Knight. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. 3-on-3. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. Pass to Lamb. From past the arc. The shot is off. So Orlando will take it the other way. Here's Galloway. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Okafor kicks to Galloway. Passes it to Fry. Feeds to Gordon. From deep. Again, the miss by Gordon. Hornets leading by 8. Outside Knight. The pass to Lamb. And stolen by Fry. Here's Galloway. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
The Magic have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Hornets. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Robert Covington comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Tony Roten in for Lamb. And a switcher also for Orlando. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. Galloway hits both of them. Charlotte leading by 6. Over to the wing. Now here's Roten, guarded closely. Here's Allen. Misses and the dry spell continues. Orlando's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Knight. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul.
The Magic have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Number 1. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Knight. He's got 12. Out to the wing. Here's Roten. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And he's good on the second.
Roten putting up the numbers. He's got 8 points and 5 assists. Boy, he's been a big contributor in this one.
And it isn't something that they get from him every game, but I tell you what, they got to be loving it today.
Here's Galloway. Clock at 6. From the wing. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Hornets leading by 5. Now Roten, 8 points for him. He dishes it to Covington. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Galloway, the pass to Bullock. Here's Galloway. Picked by Okafor for the 3. Galloway, no good.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Now, here is Knight. He's got 12. Here's Roten, 4 on the clock. Off target from 3-point range. The Magic trail by 5. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
They set the pick. Pick by Okafor. Here's Bullock. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Outside Knight. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Orlando grabs the miss.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Stolen by Allen. Outside Knight. Out to the right wing. Here's Covington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the shot is good.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Out to the right wing. Here's Galloway. Nailed from 3-point land. Galloway has got 5 points so far.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Here's the screen. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second clock. Both teams deciding to change it up. "16 seconds left in the third. Here's Houdini. From deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. Hornets on top. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Charlotte leading by 5. We've got Robert Covington. Warren is out there with DeAndre Jordan. That's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Roten in at the point guard position. So that's the Hornets 5. Here's LeBron. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
Shots. Roof shots.
First one falls for him. You know, we were talking about Eric Gordon. He's always had great range, but not always the great shot selection.
You know, and that's a great point because, you know, we see now that he's starting to mature, starting to value every possession. And that's good news for the rest of that team.
And the Hornets making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. Gordon hits both of them. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Aldridge. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Horford. The Magic trail by 3. Mills dishes to Horford. There's the screen. Out to the right wing. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Roten. Shot clock at 5. Horford, good.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Charlotte has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Roten. The dish to Jordan. And that one is stuffed right through.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Now here's Mills. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Gordon's got 19 points. So it's the Hornets now. They lead by 1. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Roten. To the middle, off the pick. And Aldridge the basket on the assist from Roten. Roten's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Magic shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Pick by Horford. Now here's Mills. D right on him. Teletovic misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Roten with it. He's picked up by James. Lamb with the ball. He's against Gordon and stolen by Horford. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Lets it go from 11. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Roten with it. Jordan the screen. And here is Roten. No good on the 3. The drive by Gordon to take the lead. And that misses. That would have put him up. Hornets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Aldridge against Horford. They set the screen. Aldridge kicks to Roten. 6 to shoot. The stupendous finish in traffic.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Mills can't hit.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now here's Lamb. That one off the back iron and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And he gets it to go. Horford's got 4 this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Roten the pass to Lamb. Jordan sets the pick for Lamb. Pulls it from the elbow. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Mills kicks to LeBron to take the lead. Horford no luck. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Now here's Roten. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Roten. Over in the corner, Lamb. Jordan the screen. Lamb with the ball, and it's Horford picking him up. No good from Lamb.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Mills dishes to Horford. Offensive rebound. Teletovic passes to Gordon. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Aldridge down low. Working on Teletovic. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Some great play by LaMarcus Aldridge tonight. He has 9 rebounds, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. The Magic trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
They set the pick. It's LeBron with the drive to Ledovich. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, Marcus Aldridge.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Aldridge. The Magic trail by 3. LeBron left side. They set the pick. Gordon dishes to Horford. Just 4 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Horford's got 6 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Now here's Lamb. He feeds it to Warren. Puts up a 3. That's good from Roten on the assist by Warren. And that's 13 points for Roten.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Outside Gordon, and they double up Gordon. And Horford wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Warren's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Jordan sets the pick for Lamb. Out to the wing. Here's Roten. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Now here's James. They get it again.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
No good from Lamb.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Mills with it, and Roten picks him up defensively. And Mills kicks to James. Makes it off the glass.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Hornets leading by 5. Now Roten, Aldridge a screen. Up top Roten, covered by Mills. Here's Aldridge, and there's another one for the Hornets.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Heights checked in for Roten. Now here's James. Mills in the corner. Here's Teletovic. Buries the long-range jumper. Teletovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Jordan sets the pick for Knight. With some arc, here's Aldridge. Out to Knight. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And that's 17 points for Brandon Knight. Dishes to Okafor and stolen by Jordan. Now, here's Warren, covered by Okafor. Knight with it. Jordan the screen. No one near him. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Now, here's Mills. He kicks it to Teletovic. He was all alone on that one. Teletovic has got 9 points now in just the second half. Hornets leading by 6. To the inside, here's Aldridge. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The drive by James. It's hauled in by Warren. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Knight kicks to Aldridge. Down low, Jordan, and he bangs it home with one hand.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's...
LeBron outside, kicks to Mills. There's a good screen. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
The Magic trail by 10. The feed to LeBron. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Mills. Back to James. Goes up the baseline. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. James has got 4 points this quarter. .16 left to play in the final quarter.
Up and over the defender with one hand. Facebook.
Looked like the D had a good chance to cut him off until he made his move to the rack.
Yeah, that's just a really nice job of taking it right to the rim.
Here's LeBron after the basket by Charlotte. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shooting for Charlotte, Jaleel Okafor. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits. So he gets them both. There's a minute left here in the fourth quarter. And Lamb kicks to Knight. Jordan the screen. Has to Lamb. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Jordan. Robert Covington comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Tony Snell subbed in for T.J. Warren.
Shot, gentlemen.
And the free throw, no good. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And stolen by Knight. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. That's tipped.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Covington's shot is off. Passes it to Bullock. Here's B-Train. And he's good on the 3-ball.
For 3.
And here is Lamb. And so it's Charlotte with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt. But give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Marcus, a fine performance for you individually, and it certainly seemed like this team was working well together. What was the key to that?
We played defense, so I thought in the second half, our defense was, a whole lot better. I thought, I played well up there too, so, I just went to work tonight.
LaMarcus, great job. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Brandon Knight. He's not always known to make the big headlines or get a lot of media attention, but he does make the big plays, and he made them throughout this one.
Brandon Knight had his A-game working for him tonight. He plays the game at a lightning-fast pace, and we got a serious taste of that tonight. When he puts on those afterburners, forget about it. He's out of there.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight, big time. They needed this sort of performance from him. He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.